While outside exploring, you may come across different plants, but how can you tell if that one you see is poison ivy? Dr. Apple Bodemer with UW Health joins us now to talk more about this plant. So what is poison ivy and why do people react to it so badly?
Yeah, it can grow as either a shrub or a vine, and it is a member of a group of plants called Toxicodendron, which literally means toxic tree. So along with poison oak and poison sumac, it contains an oil called urushiol, which is present in the leaves, stem, and even the roots, and that's what's responsible for the really vigorous allergic reaction we get.
Okay, but I understand not everyone always reacts to it.
That's
Why
right.
is that?
Well, there's about 15% of the population that don't react at all, and their immune systems just don't recognize this as a problematic antigen.
The lucky ones, I suppose. Now, how does poison ivy show up, and how do people know they are having a reaction to it?
Right. Within the first several hours to days, you'll have redness with really intense itching, and that's really the classic hallmark, that really intense itching. This progresses to blistering and weeping, and often in a linear or streaking pattern. The blister fluid itself is not actually, it's not contagious. You can't spread the rash either on yourself or to somebody else. It only shows up where the oil comes in contact with the skin. It can persist on clothing, tools, gears, pets. So there are ways that people get exposed to it.
Okay, that's good to know. Now, what are some good ways to treat it? You brought a couple of examples.
Yeah, well, the first thing is once it gets started, it's really difficult. You just kind of have to wait it out. The symptoms usually show up within the first 2 weeks, and they can last 3 to 4 weeks.
Oh, ouch.
So you're in for the long haul with this one. Things that can cool the skin or soothe that really inflamed skin, including just really thick, good moisturizers, calamine lotion, topical corticosteroids might help soothe a little bit. Baking soda, you can sprinkle it in the bath or make a poultice out of it and apply it to the affected area. My favorite really is oatmeal. You can take oatmeal and grind it in a blender to a flour, mix it with some water and pour it into a bath or apply it directly to the area. Benadryl is a sedating antihistamine. It really doesn't do a whole lot for the itch, unfortunately, but it will help give you some relief by getting you some more sleep at night. And then finally, some Domburo solution or Burrow solution will help dry out those oozing, weeping blisters.
All right, so obviously those are all things you can do at home. Is there ever a point where you might need to seek medical expertise if you get poison ivy?
Absolutely. So if you have a really extensive reaction or it's interfering with your daily activities, you really should contact your primary care provider because you may need a 2 to 3 week course of oral prednisone.
Okay, good to know. Well, thank you very much, and hopefully none of you out there get poison ivy anytime soon. We're going to hand it on over to Brian now.